Howdy howdy, it's Crafty Grinding back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover round 1 results for the Nightcrawler and Angela arenas, and I jump into round 2 predictions for those same arenas. So first let's go straight into the round 1 results. So the community and myself, the predictions, etc., got it pretty close with these overall. Not exact, actually a little under, which is never good from a prediction standpoint because guess what? You miss. But in general, these arenas pretty much played as expected, with Nightcrawler going on the higher end of old champs in both the 4-star feature and 3-star feature arenas, with his 4-star feature cutoff coming in at 9.2 million, the top 10% at 4.3 million, and probably more surprisingly, the 11% tier came to 2.1 million, which is typically around 1.8, 1.9 million for an old champ like Nightcrawler. Then for his 3-star, going over all the way to the right, his 3-star arena came in the top 10% at 714,000, which is pretty high, if not maybe one of the highest. But anyway, and then the 11 to 25% came in at 585,000. Then when we jump over to Angela, the top 10%. Now this is she did play like a mid-interest champ, kind of like a lower end, coming in at 3 million. The community, when I did the preview, they the general consensus was that she would come in between 3.5 to 4 million. I was in that same boat, but it ended up being a little bit lower at 3.0 million, with 11 to 25% coming in at 1.59 million. Then when we look at the round 1 predictions, these were all, like I was saying, pretty close, but a little bit under. So we go with a big meh. So just kind of like average. So with this in mind, we can kind of expect these arenas to kind of play like traditional or past similar arenas that they are like. So when we go into the 4-star old feature, you can see that for the most part, the second round is always a little bit higher compared to the first round. In the 3-star feature, that's also the case when you look over to the graphs to the right compared to the graphs on the left. All the way to the left, you see that there is a bump. There's around a 500 to 600,000 bump for the 4-star feature, and around a 20 to 30,000 bump for the 3-star feature. Now, what's more interesting though, when you look at the 4-star basic, you can see that for Cable and Psylocke that were mid-interest champs, they all increased around 600,000. Again, kind of similar to the 4-star feature, anywhere from 500 to 600,000, whereas X23 actually dropped quite a bit, but now she was higher to begin with at 3.6. So with a 3.2 to 2.7, anywhere around 3 million, there's always a jump, but when there was a higher mid first round cutoff, there was a decline. So I think obviously here with Angela, we're dealing with that lower first round cutoff, so we can kind of expect a higher second round. So with all of this in mind, here are my thoughts based off of these trends that we're seeing from these arena. Here are the predictions based off of those trends. So for Nightcrawler, we can expect a little bit higher. Top 800 coming in at 9.5 million, with the top 10% at 4.5 million. And because the 11% came in at 2.1 million this time around, we should expect 2.2 million the second time around. And then for Angela, now again we can see that increase like we saw for Cable and Psylocke, going up to 3.6 million, with 11 to 25% at 1.7 million. And then lastly, for the 3-star feature, we can see those coming in at the top 10% at 735,000, with 11 to 25% coming in at 600,000. For our grind target, so just put a couple 100,000 for the 4-star feature. So instead of 9.5, 9.8 million should be fine for Nightcrawler. Top 10% at 4.7 million, with the 11%, because it's already a little bit high, you better go all the way to 2.4, 2.5 million. Then when we jump over to the 4-star basic, the top 10%, if you want to be safe, you better go to 3.9, maybe even 4 million, with 11 to 25% at 1.8 million. And lastly, the 3-star feature, if you go to 750,000, you should get the 3-star Nightcrawler, and if you want those shards, the 11% shards, you better go to 610,000. Now, these grind targets and predictions are all for the veteran bracket. If you're playing in the beginners and intermediate brackets, again, I don't typically have the full blown out analysis for these, just because there's just not enough historical data to do full trend analysis. So this is information based off of my own personal personal experiences going through the beginners and intermediate bracket here recently with my crafted grading account, and based off of input from the community. So with the beginners bracket, the 3-star feature around 245,000, 4-star basic for Angela, but it go around 750, and the 3-star feature a little over a million if you want Nightcrawler and you're in the beginner bracket. Again, the beginner bracket, if your account has been open within 1 to 30 days. If you're from 31 days to 60 days, you'll be the intermediate bracket, and that means the 3-star feature kind of around that 650, right around that last milestone reward. 4-star basic around 1 million, and the 4-star feature at 1.6 million. So anyway, these are my thoughts for round 2 predictions coming into the Angela and Nightcrawler arenas. Would love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comment section too, or thoughts, or especially any counterpoints, different thinking, whatever. Would love to discuss it down in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that thumbs up like button. If you like this video and others that I have in the channel, would really appreciate a subscribe. Other than that, thanks a lot for stopping by and have a great day.